Yeah, Jayashree madam also join. Good evening, very good evening to all the enrollment doctors. Ma'am, can I start?
1 minute, sir.
Sir, you can carry on.
Yes, sir, you can carry on.
Okay. A very good evening to all the eminent doctors. Thank you so much for joining us for today's webinar. Our endeavor is to spread awareness about rabies, which is a fatal but can be avoided once appropriately vaccinated. This is an initiative from Cadila Pharmaceuticals through its innovation to save the society and humankind. The topic of the webinar is doses reduction strategy in rabies management, role of novel vaccine. Dear doctors, rabies is the world's first novel 3-dose anti-rabies vaccine, and with great pride, we would like to inform you that rabies has successfully completed 1 year of launch with more than 40,000 animal bite victims being vaccinated. 100% compliance was recorded and no case of ADRs was registered. With this, it is my honor to introduce you to the speaker of today's webinar is Dr. Navakant, MD physician, and doctor was practicing in Care and Care Hospital in Nizampet, and doctor has approximately 20 years of experience in that area, a huge potential doctor. And also now I would like to request Dr. Jayashree madam to initiate the talk, and later on we will have a question and answer session. All the participants can drop their questions in the drop box, and we will read out all the questions after the presentation. Navakant sir, you can start right now.
Yeah. Okay, Srinivas. Thank you. Hi, friends. Today our topic of discussion is regarding the dosage reduction strategy in rabies management. Rabies virus, as you all know, is a neurotropic virus consisting of 5 genes: nucleoprotein N, phosphoprotein P, matrix protein M, glycoprotein G, and the viral RNA polymerase L. Among these proteins, the G and N proteins are known to be the important for immunogenicity against the rabies vaccine. The G protein is the major antigen in the formation of neutralizing antibodies against the rabies virus in animal. According to these statistics, actually, rabies kills 59,000 people globally every year. The WHO reports that dog bites are responsible for up to 97% of rabies cases. In India, cats and monkeys have been known to be spreading the disease too, though this is very rare. India is home to an estimated more than 60 million stray dogs and 25 to 30 million pet dogs. The WHO report on rabies in 2018 estimated that India has 20,000 human deaths a year from rabies, accounting for 60% of rabies deaths in Asia and 35% globally. So rabies deaths were not evenly distributed throughout the country. 1/3 of all the rabies deaths were found in Uttar Pradesh. That means approximately 4,300, and nearly 3/4, 8,900, were in 7 central and southeastern states like Chhattisgarh, Uttar Pradesh, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Assam, and Madhya Pradesh. Among largest states, the highest rates of rabies deaths per 1 lakh population were in Chhattisgarh, approximately 3.5, and in Uttar Pradesh 2.3%, Odisha 1.9. And no rabies deaths were reported in study areas from the following states: Kerala, Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Manipur, Meghalaya, Nagaland, Sikkim, Mizoram, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Lakshadweep, Chandigarh, Dadra and Nagar Haveli, and Daman Diu. Together, these states represent approximately 7% of 4 Indians' population.
Hello.
And development of rabies vaccines considered through 4 chronological stages. Those are: first is neural tissue vaccines and non-neural tissue vaccines, cell culture based vaccines, and recombinant DNA and protein based vaccines. These all started in 1885. Actually, Pasteur first developed the live attenuated rabies vaccine. However, this vaccine had various adverse effects such as neurological disorders and sometimes even death also. The members of the first generation rabies vaccines, that means the vaccines prepared in neural tissues, included Pasteur vaccine, Hughes vaccine, and fish vaccine, suckling mouse brain vaccine, and also suckling rabbit brain vaccine. These are all inactivated. All these vaccines promote autoimmune reactions in the generation, and non-neural vaccines were developed when embryonated eggs are used for culturing the virus. The fourth generations of rabies vaccines were developed based on recombinant DNA technology, where either the DNA vaccine or the protein subunit vaccines were developed. Rabies virus consists of 5 genes. Like I said earlier, nucleoprotein N, phosphoprotein P, matrix protein M, glycoprotein G, and the viral RNA polymerase L. Among these proteins, the G and N proteins are known to be important for immunogenicity against the rabies virus. Many approaches are explored since DNA recombinant technology became available to express the immunogenic recombinant rabies virus glycoprotein. Unfortunately, in humans, DNA vaccines were found to be poorly immunogenic. And traditional rabies vaccines typically require multiple doses, with the World Health Organization recommending a 5-dose regimen administered over a 28-day period. That means on day 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28. However, poor compliance with the 4th and 5th doses of recommended 5 doses of rabies vaccines pose significant challenges to the effective prevention and control of this deadly disease. Various factors contribute to low compliance rates of the 4th and 5th doses of 5-dose regimen. First thing is the lack of awareness about the importance of completing the full course of vaccination, and also limited access to healthcare facilities, and also financial constraints and inadequate follow-up mechanisms all contribute to suboptimal compliance. Additionally, fear of needles, discomfort associated with vaccine administration, and misconceptions about the side effects may also discourage individuals from completing the full vaccination regimen. Poor compliance increases the risk of insufficient protection against rabies, leaving individuals vulnerable to infection if exposed to the virus. Rabies, it's a recombinant rabies G protein. It's a world's first 3-dose intramuscular regimen. That means on 0, 3rd, and 7th days. Rabies vaccine is a subunit vaccine prepared using virus-like particles platform, where nanoparticles can be engineered to elicit differentiated immune responses, which can increase the vaccine efficacy. Rabies is available as ready-to-use vaccine. No reconstitution requires before administration. Currently, 5-dose regimen administered on the above said days are recommended for post-exposure vaccination. Compliance remains a major challenge with 5 days schedule in the post-exposure prophylaxis of rabies. Non-compliance rate increases as dose duration increases, and it is reported as high as 40% in 5-dose regimen. The rabies vaccine may help to improve compliance towards full course of immunization due to unique advantages like reduced dosage schedules and resulting in less number of injections and also reduced number of visits. Recent advancements in the vaccine development have led to availability of newer, more cost-effective vaccines that require fewer doses. In a breakthrough achievement, Cadila Pharmaceuticals has developed a novel 3-dose recombinant nanoparticle-based rabies G protein vaccine. The vaccine Rabies is prepared by using the virus-like particle technology and the VLPs self-assemble from this recombinant G protein, which is produced from genes cloned to bacillovirus expression vectors and expressed in Podoptera frugipeda insect cells. The vaccine generates antibodies against the rabies G protein, which leads to virus neutralization as well as prevents the virus attachment to the cell to confer protection against the rabies. The vaccine has to be administered through the intramuscular route on the days 0, 3rd, and 7th day. The original research article was published in Association of Prevention and Control of Rabies in India, India Journal, regarding the development of novel recombinant rabies G protein vaccine by VLP technology. The phase 2 clinical trial design consisted of 5 study arms and 1 in comparator vaccine. Rabies G protein vaccine arms include dose 10 and 50 micrograms and scheduled on 0-3 and 0-3-7 days. A complete seroprotection was achieved in all those scheduled regimens at day 14 and sustained the same at the day 42. So no SAE or anaphylactic reaction was reported in phase 2. Out of the total 225 subjects, 40 subjects reported adverse events, and headache was the most frequent adverse event, followed by muscle pain and tiredness. Most frequent body system affected by adverse effects was general disorders and administration site conditions in about 12% of subjects. musculoskeletal and connective tissue disorders in 9% of subjects, and nervous system disorders in 8% of subjects. The main objectives is first to establish a non-inferiority of a novel 3-dose recombinant rabies G protein vaccine, that is rabies, to be administered as a simulated post-exposure prophylaxis when compared to 5-dose WHO pre-qualified vaccine for better safety and immunogenicity. A multicentric open-label accessor blind and center-specific block randomized parallel design phase 3 clinical study was conducted among 800 subjects. The eligible subjects were randomized in 2:1 ratio of recombinant rabies G protein vaccine and the reference vaccine. Subjects in the recombinant G protein vaccine arm received 3 doses of vaccine only on days 0, 3, and 7, while the subjects in reference vaccine arm received 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified vaccine on days 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28. The primary objective was to demonstrate the non-inferiority of the test vaccine on day 14 after the first dose relative to the reference vaccine in terms of seroprotection rate. The seroprotection rate on day 14 was the primary endpoint. The secondary endpoints were the seroprotection rate on day 42 post first dose of the study vaccine and the frequency of solicited and unsolicited adverse events reported between the days 0 and 180. Participants were also monitored for compliance throughout the study. And so let's talk about the efficacy. As per the WHO recommendation, RBNA titer of 0.5 IU by ml is considered as seroprotective against rabies, and the seroprotection on day 14 was found to be 99.24% and 97.72% in the recombinant rabies G protein vaccine arm and the reference arm respectively. The difference was statistically non-significant. Likewise, on day 42, 98.69% of the subjects in the test vaccine arm, rabies, and 100% in the reference vaccine arm were seropositive. The difference was statistically non-significant. About 9.9 subjects in recombinant rabies G protein vaccine and 17.2 subjects in reference arm reported adverse events. All the adverse events were mild to moderate in nature, which resolved without any complications. The most frequently observed local adverse effects were pain, redness, and swelling at the injection site. And the systemic adverse events are fever, headache, ear pain, urticaria, joint pain, and nausea. None of the study subjects in either groups discontinued the vaccination course due to adverse effects, and no death. Serious adverse effect or anaphylactic reaction was observed during the no death, serious adverse events or anaphylactic reactions were observed during the entire study. The compliance to complete course of vaccination was 99.5% among the 800 participants, and all the study subjects were healthy up to day 365 in both the arms. In conclusion, the novel 3-dose recombinant rabies G protein vaccine was found to be safe and immunogenic and was comparable to 5 doses of WHO pre-qualified vaccine in simulated post-exposure prophylaxis. The reduced number of vaccination doses leads to reduction in number of visits and travel costs, as well as increase the compliance, which is important to prevent rabies and ultimately help in eliminating the dog-mediated human rabies by 2030. And rabies wins the ET Pharma World Awards for Innovation Pharma of the Year. And Cadila Pharmaceuticals rabies vaccine receives award at Golden Globe Tigers Awards in Malaysia. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you, Doctor. Ma'am, Jayshree, ma'am, can you add any points regarding?
Not specifically, but I want to tell this. The rabies is a genetic disease which is spread by dogs, cats, and the organisms which affects the spread of rabies disease. As we all know that it is rabies virus, which has 5 layered structural proteins like membrane protein, which is a M protein, which is a membrane protein with finger-like projections called G protein, and an N protein, which is a coil structure, and RNA protein, and an L protein. Out of these all proteins, G protein is the major antigen in the formation of neutralizing antibodies against the rabies virus. Regarding the epidemiology of the disease, globally, rabies causes 59,000 deaths per year globally. In India, it accounts for 20,000. That is 91% of deaths in rural areas, mostly. So, even though rabies is 100% fatal, rabies vaccine provides 100% vaccine preventable disease. In the evolution, when we speak about the evolution of rabies vaccine, in the journey of 200 years of development of rabies vaccine, it initially started with a non-standardized dried preparations requiring 31 injections. Then it developed over 100 years, it developed into a 14 injections preparations requiring minimal neural content liquid preparations. Then finally, after 70 years, during 1976, cell cultured preparations were made requiring only 5 injections. That is on 0, 3, 7, 14, and 28 days. Now, the Cadila has come with a new generation of vaccine requiring only 3 doses. Not specifically, not much changes according to sir. All other about vaccine has been discussed by doctor. So nothing specific I have to tell. Hello.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay.
Dear doctors, any doubt? Please write your doubt in that question answer session. You have any doubt or any regarding rabies or in this kind of rabies vaccine? Any kind of doubts you have? If you have any doubt, please mention that question answer session box is there. You can write down there, and madam and
Maybe I
sir will be answered the questions.
Yes, I can ask.
Any questions from anyone?
Anyone just check in the question answer page if any
Yes, sir,
I'm
checking.
you can check, and then accordingly you can.
Start. 2 minutes.
Sir, ma'am, very good evening. This is Sandeep Dani here.
Ma'am, this is Sandeep sir of my entire India. Doctor sir is covering entire India regarding especially for this brand, madam, Travis. Sorry.
Good evening, sir. Good evening.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for sparing your time and just setting the contest. Regarding Travis, sir, ma'am, if you have your experiences, because right now I am checking Srinivas login. There are more than 100 doctors who are watching us live. So I would request you that if you want to share your experiences regarding Travis, that how beneficial Travis was when you have given it to your animal bite victim. So it will be a really good, handholding experience for all the participants. So over to you, either Navkan sir, you can first start, and or we can start ma'am, Jayashree ma'am to start first, and then sir, you can also add. So over to you, ma'am.
Regarding this vaccine, there are no allergic reactions compared to even though previous vaccine also has no reactions.
Yeah.
Maybe we have to we used to suspect that there may be autoimmune disease. That also I have not encountered with this vaccine.
Right, ma'am. And what about the patient feedback, ma'am? Because earlier they used to take 5, now they have to do 3 vaccines only, so 3 doses. So any insight on that, ma'am?
Yes, compliance is good.
Hmm.
Even both are having efficacy, but the compliance is very good. Patient have to come only for 3 visits. So they and complete vaccination will be available in just 3 doses.
Right.
We have to counsel them to come again like that. There is no need for that. Some may miss the vaccination like that, but
Right.
with this 3-dose vaccine, patient will have total cure with the 3-dose vaccines.
Right. Thank you, Jashi ma'am. Yes, Naukan sir, if you have some feedback regarding Travis, your patient in clinic experience, if you want to share with us, sir.
Yeah, same with this, what the madam has said.
Right.
So regarding the compliance and also
Okay. Right.
they can easily, yeah, they can easily finish the course actually, because 037 is okay, and once 1428 means there will be memory lapse.
Right.
They'll miss
Absolutely.
they might miss the dates. Maybe they might got stuck on somewhere.
Right.
So that will be the criteria.
Right. So let me tell you one thing, sir. Maybe Srinivas has covered that point. Today, we are having such kind of webinars across India. More than 45 such kind of webinars are happening, and I'm joining each and every link. So I thought that, I should also join the Hyderabad link. Hyderabad used to be supposed to be my second home. I spent more than 5 years in Hyderabad, right? So I thought that let me just check how the discussion is going on. So over to you, Srinivas. You can further ask questions. Whatever the questions you have received, and I'll just take a leave. I have to join some other webinar. So Naukan sir, Jashi ma'am, thank you so much for spending time with us and sharing your experiences.
Right. Thank you.
Over to you, Srinivas.
Yeah, thank you, sir. Thank you very much, Sandeep, sir.
Srinu.
Naukan sir and Jashi, once again, I will check that question and answers box. Is there any doctor is asking any question? I will immediately, in 1 minute, ma'am. We will check that in question and answer.
Hello.
What is the question? Tell me.
Okay, webinar.
I'm checking that question and answer box.
Yes.
Srinivas.
Sir, 5 minutes, sir.
Small urgent call.
Sir, within 5 minutes, sir. 5 minutes it will come. Sir, one doctor is asking, sir, Dr. Ramesh from Ramnagar. Doctor is asking the question about if patient was taken already 1 vial of Travis injection, if suddenly already taken the other brand, can he start from 2nd vial onwards this Travis like that? Doctor is asking.
No, we should not take. take that.
It is a G protein vaccine, and that is a different vaccine.
Yes.
So we cannot.
We should not administer. We should not take that.
Yes, and one more doubt from Dr. Naveen, ma'am. Doctor is asking about, is it I am like that, doctor?
It is an intramuscular injection only.
Any questions, doctors?
It is intramuscular injection should be given.
Yes, ma'am. It's IM, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Any questions from any doctor? No one is putting questions, ma'am. Thank you, Naukan sir. Thank you very much for Dr. Naukant for the informative talk, and also Dr. Jayashree, ma'am. Thanks a lot, ma'am, for your in your busy, both are in your busy schedule for coming to this webinar, for your informative talk, and we truly appreciate your efforts. Last but not the least, we would like to inform you that Travis has won 2 prestigious awards and innovation category, ET India Pharma Award, and at the same time Golden Globe Tiger Award. 2 awards recently we got regarding this Travis brand. Cadila Pharmaceuticals, 72 years old pharmaceuticals innovative brand. Travis is such a just 3-dose vaccine, 037 doses vaccine. Recently we awarded with ET India Pharma Award, at the same time Golden Globe Tiger Award. 2 awards we received, madam, especially for this brand. Approximately 40K animal bite victims are being vaccinated with more than 40K victims are vaccinated with this Travis, ma'am. Thank you very much, especially doctors, all doctors who are joined in your busy schedule. Thanks a lot, Naukan sir, once again, and thank you very much, Jayashree, ma'am.
Right, sir.
Thank you. Thank you, doctors. Thank you.
I'm leaving this.
Yeah, okay, ma'am. Okay. Take him, ma'am. Take him, ma'am. Take his support.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, the session is over, ma'am.
Live streaming stop कर दूं, sir?
Yeah, you can stop the live stream.
Okay,